Today's the day. I'm gonna go in there. Hopefully that's where they dropped. If not, I'm gonna keep searching, but chances are they're gonna be there and I'm gonna get them. So stay tuned, this should be good. Hiked up here and I thought that all hope was lost, and sure enough, I'm glassing as hard as I can at every one of these canyons, and I finally spotted a big brown up on the top of that hill up there. Alright, so right in between those two trees. There it is, bigger than life. I am stoked, yes! Man, I can't believe this is finally happening. Walking on my way to go get a big brown, but I'm just kind of looking around in the area around here just to make sure I don't miss anything while I'm on my way over there. So, only a matter of time now. I got him. So hopefully I can get over there, pick him up, do some real hard looking and match him up. Thought this day would never come again, find another big brown. Sure enough, you work hard and you just keep trying and try again, you'll end up here. So cool. Cannot complain with that one. Yes. It's kind of a bittersweet moment because I worked so hard to get to this spot. It's already over. Now I gotta go do it again somewhere else. For today, my first brown of the year. For elk, I'm really stoked on it. Somehow I got lucky and spotted it right in there. Oh, it's just an old one, but it's a 4-point. I thought it was a big one. Fooled me. So I just picked it up and it looks like it's last year's antler of the same bull. Came up here, I was looking pretty hard everywhere, and somehow I looked right over there and I just barely caught the top 4 inches of a brow tine. And I knew, shining in the sun, it was a big old brown. There's the tip right there. And I just came out with one of the biggest antlers of the year so far. This is part of the best part of shed hunting, is walking up to something that you just found. You have no idea what it is, but holy mackerel, it's a giant. Trying to do too many things at once here. Can't even get to it. Oh my gosh, that is one of the best sights I've seen all day. Oh, it's a freak. That is one of the coolest bulls I've ever seen. I cannot wait to get this one home. Let's find the other side. Let's get some pictures. Here it is, one of the biggest elk sheds I've ever found in my life. Not only that, he's a freak bull. Big old brow tines, big old force, good backs. Never seen this bull before, but I am so proud of myself right now. Can't even handle it. This is what I've been searching every day for, and finally it's come together. We did it. Well, I just came through these trees. For some reason I had a feeling I should keep going this way. And right there, one of the biggest elk sheds I've ever found. Yeah, boy. It might be the match, I'm not sure, but anyways, I'm gonna keep looking. I can't believe that just happened. Good luck today. Big old 7-point, almost an 8. He's a good quality bull. I'm really stoked that I've finally running into the browns. was looking for my other side, and I just decided I was going to check this canyon first, make sure that he didn't go farther than I expected, and something told me keep going, keep going, keep going, and somehow I ran right into it. Really lucky. Hard work pays off. When you know what you're doing, this is what happens. We're gonna get him on the pack and hopefully find the other side. Having a good day. Always a good day when you find a big brown. I got lucky again, and I just spotted another big old brown left sider monster right there, baby. Yeah. Just saw a boot track just a few yards back. I don't know how that guy missed it, but I got lucky and spotted it. So we're gonna go pick him up. Probably one of the biggest elk sheds I've ever found in my life right here. Huge monster base. Character like no other right here. Big swooper. I'm stoked. Can't believe I found this one. Well, folks, I just matched up one of the biggest sets of my life, and I am so proud of myself. I had to hike clear over to this side of the canyon to glass over and to see where it was, and I've been looking for about 3 hours now glassing, and I finally seen it through this little tiny window, and I got the spotting scope on it, and it's for sure the shed I'm looking for. I am extremely proud of myself right now. I can't believe I did it. Alright, there it is right there. Big old brownie. Gonna try to mark it out where it is, and I'll be picking that thing up in no time. So. Well, I finally made it to the shed. Took me 2 times to find it. I had to go clear across, glass over, and sure enough I spotted it. Ended up matching up this 5-point somehow. Lo and behold, it's just coming down, and here it is. Tine's down. Still smells like elk right here. Couldn't have dropped it too long ago. I can't believe he was this far away, and I still found it. I'm pretty lucky. Well, I got lucky, and I was paying attention real hard this morning. I was driving this little road down here just to check it out. Got pretty rough up there, and I turned around and I was picking up all the trash that was around here. I could tell lots of people have been around and camping and everything. I was coming out, and I decided to look up on the hillside, the obvious one right at the T of the main road, and sure enough I thought I saw an antler with my binoculars, and it was so small that I didn't even want to get the spotting scope out to make sure. And it was so close to the road, I figured I'd just run right up, and sure enough ran right up the hill, and it was a busted off third of the bull. So I grabbed it And while I was up there, I was like, well, if nobody checked this clearing, probably nobody's checked the clearings across from it either. And so, sure enough, I'm glassing, and all I saw was this white bone right here, an antlery enough to get me to run clear over here to check it out, and my truck was still running. And sure enough, I got to it, and it was a big old 6-point tines up, and I couldn't believe that I did it. Well, I finally found my first brown elk shed in this area. I hiked for about 3 miles. Finally found one. It's not the biggest bull out here, but it's a good one to start with. Fresh brown. Spot a big one. Right there. Well, I made it to the bull. It's not as big as I thought he was. He's actually kind of a small one, but he's got some weird stuff going on here and just weird stuff going on there. Pretty happy I'm finding browns. It's always a good day when you're finding browns. Something told me keep going, keep going, keep going, and somehow I ran right into it. Really lucky. Hard work pays off. When you know what you're doing, this is what happens.